Once again, welcome to this live stream. I'm your host, or I am Mosioma Augustine. That's my name. As you can see today, I've just decided to is this a Pachambo because it's too cold. It has been long since it last rained, but now at last we experienced or we saw rains occurring. That was the same situation. Even I saw it on the news that today Nairobi experienced heavy rains. So we are good to go. And today I don't have really a guest, but I have some topics which I'm going to talk about. I believe they are going to push us for the next 1 hour. So if you are here for your first time, and if you just remember to like the video, also give your opinion how it's been your day. How it's been your day if you are within the country, that's the Republic of Kenya. Has it rained at your place? Did you experience these kinds of rains? Or it's just occurring in some areas which you are not even aware of? At the same time, remember to rate the video, remember to subscribe. You can also leave your comment on the topics which I'm going to discuss. Also, you can comment what has been happening at your place today. What was some of the experiences which you faced today that made you appreciate life, made you appreciate the day. So I'd like to know that how was your day? What different scenarios did you encounter that changed your perspective? And are you appreciating the Tuesday? So today is on Tuesday. I believe it's the first day of the month. I was really poor in terms of dates. So I believe today is the first day of the month. And some individuals are taking what? Some individuals are actually having some salary. Some individuals are so rich, while others were here just pushing life. But it's okay. That's life. Not every individual is at the same bar as other individuals. So for those individuals who had some different experiences on this day, that's today, just comment. How was your day? Did you achieve your goals of the day? And as it rained at your place of residence? Those are the things which I would like to see in your comment section. At the same time, I could be so. Let me share the link of this live stream. Let me share the link so that some of you will join this live stream. Yeah. So I need to share. I need to share. So I'm going to share the link of this live stream. If you are interested to join, you can join this live stream using the link. Maybe you can share how was your day. Did you achieve what you expected of this day? And how has been your hustle? Has it been so you can join this live stream using the link. And I would like you to share how was your day? Did you achieve your expectations? Have you already earned the salary? And how's you generally feeling on in terms of economics? How is the economic situations at your place? Is life difficult or some Kenyans are really not satisfied? So that's what I would like you to what to share on the comment sections. At the same time, you can join this live stream using the link which I've pinned and which is already appearing on the screen. So my day has been fine. The rain, as I told you, we had good rains and they reduce it to dust. Dust is a problem at this place. So it's because of the rains now we have no a lot of dust is not happening and we expect temperatures to be low. At the same time, as always, I'm used to watching some podcasts, some video podcasts, some conversations. So that's what I'm going to talk about. As you can see from the topic, it's all about your privacy, wealth, and deep state. So this is in terms of wealth, I'm going to derive some of the examples from this guy known as Tylo Base. And in terms of deep state and well, what in terms of deep state and privacy, I'm going to derive that from the podcast or the video podcast which I watched of Edward Snowden and Joe Rogan. So those are the topics. Those are the three topics which I'm going to spend the next 1 hour to discuss about. And I believe through some of this right understanding of those discussions, I believe you are going to have at least some quick questions on how you should take care of your privacy, on how you should manage your data. And in terms of wealth, I'm also going to give some opinions, some perspectives on what I got from those podcasts, those videos. And I believe through that small amount of knowledge, in one way or another, it will change your perception and your perspective in terms of wealth. So join this live stream, like it, comment, and I believe it's going to be lit, it's going to be amazing. So now, first I'm going to talk about wealth. You see, most individuals all of the issues which are associated with family chaos, relationship break, where individuals break, how can I say, yeah, all related to divorce, all of those scenarios, the main source is actually wealth. So what did Tai Lopez say about wealth? So I want to give to outline the difference between the rich and the poor. With the poor have a different perspective or perception about wealth, while wealthy individuals have a different perception about money or work. So, in terms of wealth, what's the perception? What's the difference? So, here is the simple calculation. So, I'm going to talk about imagine you're making like $100, not 100, but $20 per day, not per day, but per hour. If you are making $20 per hour, then the high chances if you are really working super hard, you're going to work a maximum of 15 hours. Let's say that's the most accurate, I believe. So you're going to work for 15 hours. 15 hours times what? 15 hours times $20, that's $300 per day. $300 per day times, let's say you are supposed to work 60 days. That's 1800. 1800 times 12. Let me see how is the calculation going to come up. So it's 1500. It's not actually 1500, but it's supposed to be a simple calculation. That's 15 hours times 20. That's 300. 300 times, let's say 60 days. That's 1800. 1800 times 4. That's what? 0 to 720 times 12. 0, 4, 14. 0, 2, 7. It's supposed to be 0, 4, 6, 8. What am I getting now? Is it supposed to be right? No, not right. What is wrong? So it's supposed to be 7200 times 4 times 12, 0, 0, 8, 14, 0, 0, 2, 7, 0, 0, 8, 6, 8. So it's supposed to be, this is here the calculation. That's the total. It's supposed to be 86,800. That's the amount which you are going to make in your year. That's 1 year you are going to make 86,800. So for the viewer who is doing this live stream, you can join this live stream using the link. So you're going to make 86,800 per year. But now there's another individual who is not working now for what? It's not working for money, but money is working for him. This individual is going to make $20 in 24 hours. So if he's going to make 20 hours in 24 hours, then by doing the calculation, we are going to find what is 24 hours times 20, which is 0.84. 4 times 4, it's supposed to be 0, 32, 16, 19 times 12, 0, 4, 18, 38, 0, 2, 9, 1, 0, 4, 0, 13, 2. Over them these. So I believe I've gone lost somewhere. It's going to make, it's 24 times that. Let me repeat again. It's supposed to be 240. 24 hours. It's making 24 hours, and his man is making 20. His man is working 24 hours, and he's paid an amount of how much? He's paid $20 per hour. His man is earning him $20 per hour. So we want to find how much is he going to earn for 1 year, because we have found already that person who is working or is employed is going to make per annum 86,800. But let's see this individual who now his man is working for him. How much is he going to earn? So you can see you're going to find a huge difference, and this is what differentiates between the rich and the poor. So it's 24 times 20, which is going to be 0, times this one, it's supposed to be 0 times 80. So it's 480 per day times 60 days. Not 60 days, but times 60 days. It's going to be 0, 48, 24, 28, then times 4. Times 4, it's going to be 0, 32. 32 plus 3, it's supposed to be 35, called 3. Then times 6, it's supposed to be 8, 8 plus, that's 11. So it's making 11,520 per week. That's the amount which is making. So 11,520 times 4 goes with 0, 8, 20, 4, 6. This is, I've done my mistake here. It's 11,520 times what? Times 12, because that's a number of years which are going to, which happen in a year. So it's supposed to be 0, 4, 0, 3, 2, then we add 0, 2, 5, 1, 1. Let me see. The addition is supposed to be 0, 4, 2, 8, 3. So it's going to make, this is the amount which is going to make around what? Around 138,000. I hope you are seeing there, 138,340. So this is what the amount which the rich person is going to make for that's for the money working for him. You see, that's the huge difference. Now, once you realize that perspective that money working for you, you have money working for you, it's going to work for 24 hours a day, and you can take that money, maybe you invest in one project, it's going to work for you. And if you invest in another project, the same money is going to work for you. But you as an individual working for, maybe you are having a work somewhere. You as a person, you cannot be split to work in multiple places. But money, you can split it. You can even invest abroad. You can invest in different stocks. You can invest in real estate. You can invest in gold. So there are so many things which you can invest this money. But you working as a person, you are so limited in the amount of things which you can work for. So that's why it's so different. That's why you realize that it's so difficult for an individual who is working for the government, if you are working for your employee, and if you are not minding your own business, then chances of you succeeding are really rare. That's why you find that some people, even if you are earning 200,000 Kenyan shillings, that's a small amount compared to an individual who invests his money. Because, yeah, at the beginning, you can maybe overtake him or her, but once the person who has invested, once he starts receiving some interest, some income through the different portfolios which he or she has, then you as an employee, you are going to be stuck there at your 200,000. Remember, you are going to be taxed. Remember, you are going to pay your own loans which you have taken. All those sorts of challenges which are associated with getting employed. So that's the number one, the reason why individuals need to understand how money works for you and when you work for money. Once you find the clear difference of what you need to understand, if money works for you, how the benefits are, then you are in a good position to make a living out of it. But if you are a person who wants to work your entire life for money, then there is high chances you are going to stay in poor conditions for most parts of your life. I've talked about that's the actual part of wealth. And another idea which I think individuals need to understand about investment is about the risk. When should you take a risk? Actually, that's the whole idea. So you should not be you should not have pressure, you should not be in pressure if you want to do some investments. You really don't have to. You don't have to take risks which you are not even aware of because you may have some experience that these investments need not to pass me and will make huge financial risks which can lead you to making which can lead you to having a huge loss and you may never come out of it. So once you find that maybe you've done your good research and the percentage of or the percentage of you winning is 50 and the percentage of you losing is 50, it's okay to leave that deal, it's okay to leave that business, it's okay to try another investment. Investments come and go, and there will be always good investment for you as an entrepreneur, for you as a person who wants to make really good business, wants to improve financial standards of him. You need to make good decisions and don't make decisions because you have pressure, because you want to make a deal, you want to cross a deal, don't ever be frustrated to just ignore some given deals, some given business opportunities. It's okay to pass those business opportunities. And once you find a business opportunity which you are fully aware that it's going to work out, then you're in a good position to do that investment. You're in a good position to do what? To make that sacrifice, and the benefits which you are going to reap from there will be more advantageous compared to you losing money and even causing the whole issue of entrepreneurship. So there's another idea which I want to talk about investment. You see, whichever investments which you want to make, you need to do, how can I call it? You need to invest for a long time. Don't invest for a short period of time. Don't expect to start investing today and you want your revenue or your profits to just come overnight, to happen overnight. That's not a good way which you need to approach your business. You need to be patient, you need to be critical, you need to be realistic that if you want something good to come out of your investments, then it needs to take some time. It needs to be a long-term project, not an overnight success. It needs to be something which you are interested in, because if you are not interested in that investment, then there are high chances that you are not going to stay there for a longer period of time. So it's okay to look for an investment which you are interested in and you are ready to have that perseverance of waiting long to ensure that your investment is going to mature and you are going to get a lot of benefits out of it instead of just rushing without taking necessary precautions. Now I need to shift my topic and talk about privacy. And this is, as I told you, I got this out of the podcast which I listened to. And that podcast is hosted by Joe Rogan. And he was actually having a dialogue or a discussion with Edward Snowden. Edward Snowden used to work for the US. He used to work for National Intelligence Services and the CIA. I believe those are the names of those institutions which deal with collecting information or doing some research in terms of maybe criminal activities which may occur within or outside the US. And this individual was so, it's like he was flabbergasted. That's a difficult term. I don't know even why I decided to use it. So he was actually even flabbergasted after seeing what was going on. And even this actually scared me. I thought maybe I need now to deal with the way I'm supposed to deal with phones, the way I'm supposed to deal with social media, YouTube, these things which are just posting here content should not be approached from a different perspectives, because I didn't really understand, not understanding, but I was just astonished. I was surprised of what's going on with our intelligence institutions, with those intelligent institutions. And his explanation was so clear in terms of the information or anything which you have dialed, researched on the internet has been seen by some individuals who are working for the government. Even the corporations, these are kinds of Safaricom. Also, we have Safaricom. All of these telecommunication platforms or institutions, they have access to most of your information which you are communicating to, whether it is Facebook, whether it's Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. They have access to your information, what you have been posting, what you have been, even if you delete from these media platforms, those platforms remain with that information. It's not deleted, it's just hosted in their servers and their clouds. That's where that information is. So, so I thought from that incident, I thought it's now I should have a different perspective in terms of how I need to handle my phone, what I'm going to post social media, and many other things which I do with the phone. Because if you are going to post something which will come to haunt you in the next, after maybe 20 years, after 50 years, then there's no need. Then you need to be more realistic with how you use these social media platforms. So that's like a kind of a precaution that even where I am at the moment, so long as my phone is on and the SIM card is on, whether it is switched off or not, I can be tracked at any place by not at any place, but I can be tracked by any agency. So that got me by surprise. That I can be tracked I can be tracked by any agency because all they need is SIM card information and the SIM number. Not the, yeah, SIM card information and the phone information. Once they have those two things, then you will be located at whichever place you are. That's it. So for those individuals, especially nowadays, that's our generation, which is using social media so much, which is interested in posting everything on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, whichever social media platform where you're going to put your content information, then be careful on how you are using these social media platforms because this is the information which is going to stay there for a longer period of time and you may never want it to affect your relationship in the future, your your life in the future. You may never want this social media platform to interfere with your life after some time. So that's kind of a precaution I'm encouraging you for those individuals who likes posting social media. It's okay to post, but be aware that this information is done what is being surveyed. The National Intelligence Services have access to your information, have access to your phone. At the same time, these communication platforms such as Safaricom, Airtel, Telecom, all those platforms have your information. And some of these institutions sell those information or use your data for commercial purposes. For instance, if you have been browsing through Google, maybe you need to buy a phone, you need to buy a laptop, you need to buy some chicken stuff, kitchen stuff, not chicken stuff, kitchen stuff, you need to buy some electronics. Have you ever wondered why then do that adverts which are associated with these products which you want to purchase always come at your feet? Have you ever wondered why? It's because this information has been used to entice you to purchase those products. So that's the main reason why. That's the main reason your information now is being sold to those individuals who are selling their own products. They want to use you to purchase those products by understanding your behavior, by what you have been searching for, and then that's how you are trapped and you end up buying those products even without being aware. So, and what I learned about the deep state. So, this is a common issue which was happening actually in Kenya. So, I thought, why can't I talk about it? Because I also heard it from Edward Snowden. He talked about the deep state. So, that happened in Kenya during the election period. That's when we were used to hear what's like the deep state. That's when we used to hear those people who have been the government. But if you want really to understand then what's the deep state, I believe Edward Snowden gave out a clear definition what really a deep state is. A deep state are those individuals who outlive the president. Let's just put that clear. Let's be more simplistic. Then the deep state are those individuals who outlive the president. So even if now like our president was just saying that, oh, there's a deep state, there's a deep state, the truth of the matter is going to meet this deep state there, and as he will get out of the government, he will leave the deep state there. Because these are the individuals who have seen every president. For instance, if it's Kenya here, maybe they worked under Mwai Kibaki government, they worked under Uhuru Kenyatta, and now they're going to work under him. And there's high possibility the next president is going to have this same individual within the government. So that's even the challenge that maybe we had some promises that our president is going to ensure that the deep state is destroyed. That's a rumor. That's something which is unrealistic to happen because these individuals knows what's going to happen, and if you try to fight them, there are chances that you are going to find a difficult time. So from the discussion which I was watching, then I became more aware of what's expected, especially when these individuals enter to government. When they don't deliver their promises, it's not their wish, it's what's undergoing or what's happening within the system, which is the deep state. These individuals understand most of the things which have been happening, the loopholes which they can use. So getting to destroy the deep state, that's a rumor, is unrealistic because as you come in as maybe the president, even if you have some power, you are given some, you can't run the government. You as an individual, you need some maybe cabinet secretaries, you need other intelligence services. These things all coordinate together. And you as a person working for the government, you are not going to work without these institutions. So, and you cannot dismantle these institutions and bring your own institutions within a short period of time. It's not going to happen. So if it's not going to happen, then what do you expect? You are going to operate within the rules which have been existing. That's where you're going to operate. If you are going to try to destroy this system, then it's going to destroy you as an individual. It's going to destroy you, it's going to dismantle you, and you will find a higher of time running your own government. So it's more reasonable to cooperate with the deep state than fighting it. Because if you think that you're going to fight the deep state, then it's going to give you a difficult time to run that government. And so I, as an individual who is from Kenya, who understands the problem, not the problems, but the promises which have been given to the common citizen, I am much realistic of my expectations that this government, which we are operating on or in, is not going to deliver so much different compared to the government which was led by the president, that's the former president, that's Uhuru Kenyatta. So it's going also to operate from the same angle. This government of the deputy president, it's going to operate from the same angle. And maybe if some improvements may occur, then they will be minimal. But we need to give him time to see what's going to happen, since we are waiting for those promises to be fulfilled. We are waiting for success to be achieved because we were promised things are going to be fantastic, things are going to improve. So that's what we are waiting. But you just understand that the deep state outlives the president. So if you think that our president is going to fight the deep state and outshine the deep state, then at least you need to wake up to a reality that these things cannot change as easy as you may think. They may improve or they may deteriorate. They may deteriorate. Deteriorate. So that's English. That's English. That's what we are trying to say. So that's it. And maybe I go back to what? To reality. Not actually reality, but words. So I also read and I was following a given discussion, and there's a good perspective or idea. I thought that maybe we should perceive or use wealth in a more realistic way than just amassing wealth and going to pile your money somewhere without you understanding the benefits of it. Then why maybe if you have this perspective that once you have started making some good money, there's no need to just stack your money there, pile it and again. It's like you are saving it, but in large amounts. There's no need to do that. And this individual was just saying that the experience which you get out of money or through money, that experience is much better than you piling money, piling wealth. You know, you need to create some money, but enjoy that money. Create your own experience, make your own good experiences, and these experiences are the ones which can be much more beneficial, which can even foster you to even push you that you can go and make more and even open your mind. And it's okay if you really want to be an individual who wants to be wealthy, an individual who wants to be financially free. Don't hesitate from investing in yourself. You as a person, you need to invest in yourself. The best investment which you can make is on yourself because the returns are huge, the returns are enormous, and once you start investing in yourself, then you are going to grow your income, you're going to grow your resources, you're going to grow your portfolio, and the mistakes which you learn from, let's say you've gone to seminars, the connections you build, the networking you build is of much benefit compared maybe to doing some investments which you are even not sure of. But once you go to seminars, once you read books, through these seminars, for instance, you get to understand how other people have been running their businesses, have been getting some finance from different lenders. So once you realize these perspectives, once you find these connections, then it could be much easier. And even the time you can take to acquire the wisdom, the knowledge which you have gained from other individuals, then it would be huge. At the same time, you get to learn much faster compared to when you do things at your own pace or you do things individually. Because once maybe you've shared an idea with someone, then you getting wrong that idea is the chances are so really there. But if you do your studies on your own and you have not shared with any individual, then there are some chances that you may end up forgetting so easily. So we need to understand the whole perspective of why we need to attend some seminars and why we need to read some books. For instance, if you read a book, this is an experience of maybe an entire person's life on investment. But now you're going to take like 1 or 2 days to learn from this individual. It's through reading books you are going to acquire so much knowledge, so much wisdom. So it's important for you to invest in yourself, and the only way you are going to invest in yourself is through reading books, attending some seminars, taking some online courses, and these are some of the things which some of us take for granted or we take them to be too expensive. But once you realize that it could be much more expensive if you are going to work for someone for your entire life. And once you get out of that job, you have nothing to be proud of. You have even your pensions may even be depleted. And I tend to be more realistic because once you are like 60 years old, that's when now it's like problems start to erupt, diseases start to attack. Maybe you need to go to hospitals. It's like your later ages, there are a lot of problems which are associated with that age. So it could be much more risky if you invest your entire life to work for someone and you have done no investment. You have not invested in yourself, you have not networked and come out of it at 60. At 60, you have even no room to make mistakes. At 60 years old, you are just done, you are just out of the market. You need to do some, that's the time you need to enjoy your life with your grandchildren if you have one. It's time you need to make some good connections. And if you have some good finances and you want to run for politics, maybe that's the time you should join your politics. Maybe it's time to enjoy your life. It's like the last cycle of your life. So this is not the time when you are going to do some risky investments, you're going to start some weak startups. No, that's not the age. The age when you are supposed to have those risks is the age when if you are young, maybe you are around 30, 20, 16, that's the age you are allowed to make some mistakes. You are allowed to try most of the things. It's okay to try those things. That's the age which now it's okay to make blunders because you have the time to do some corrections. So you need to do some good investments on yourself since this will shorten the time period which you are going to learn at the same time. It will limit the mistakes which you are going to make. So for those individuals who are watching this video, just remember to like. You can also subscribe if you haven't subscribed. You can also share and give some of the comments what has excited you about this live stream. What have you learned? Have you gained some perspective on terms of wealth, on terms of investments, on terms of your privacy, on terms of what? I've said privacy, on terms of wealth and deep state. So I need to understand what's your understanding from these topics. Have you gained some insight? Have you come to terms of what's happening with our information, our data? Or now you are being cheated on in order for you to buy some products. It's because they have used your data, your information, which is on the internet to just sell your data to the markets, to their clients to exploit you. So lastly, as I am almost concluding this live stream, I'd like also to talk about people tending to get wrong about the world. See, about the world not wanting to share their knowledge, their wisdom with those who are in need of it. So I need to share that, and maybe I need to challenge that. And this is because of what I've realized in today's technological advancements. You see, for instance, I may end up go and listen to a podcast done maybe by Robert Kiyosaki, Donald Trump, Patrick David, Tom Doru, Remy Ngugi, Dimwango, Ayamarwa, and also we have Wademaya, Miss Trudy, those individuals who have been successful in different perspectives. So I may understand, I may go and listen to their interviews which they have done, and I believe the information which they have shared there is good enough to assist me, to enlighten me, to at least understand what I need to do in order to achieve the success which they have already achieved. So this old scenario where we are going to say that those people who are successful don't want to share with us on how they became successful, I believe nowadays it's going to be null and void. These individuals are all over, whether it's social media, whether it's YouTube, Twitter, we have LinkedIn, all of those social media platforms where these individuals who you are interested in are available. You need to see what they are tweeting each and every day, what they are posting on their YouTube channels, and once you become aware of what they are saying about themselves, what enabled them to be successful, then you are in a good position to copy and improve some places where you need to adjust, and then you are going to achieve the success which they have acquired. But what prevents us from being like them is because we want things to be so easy. And I can be sure, I can tell you for sure, is these people, since for instance, mostly it's about YouTubers. Let me give you an example, because what I'm doing is this one. And sometimes finding even one viewer just watching you in your earlier stages, it's so difficult. It's not something which is guaranteed that you can go on a live stream and find some viewers. But since you know what you want, you know what you're interested in, you know what you're chasing after, you need to push, you need to go beyond these obstacles such that in the end of it, you can say that maybe this journey was worth it. This battle was worth it, you know. So those are some of the reasons why we don't want maybe to overcome the challenges which they had undergone. We want things now to be easy because for them they have already achieved that success. But that's how, I believe that's how not things are supposed to be. If you really want something and you're so passionate about that thing, I believe it's so okay for you as a person, for you as an individual, to be more aware of what you are expected. You need to put in the work, you need to connect, you need to build your network, you need to learn, you need to fail, you need to try a lot of things and find your niche, find what you are interested in, what you care more about, so that when you're going to focus on the field which you're interested in, then you're going to be more inclined towards success, more directed towards success. And then once you become successful like them, then I believe if you bring something onto the table, if you are not going to take, but you are going to at least also have some surplus, which your colleagues are going to take take from you. You know, it's so boring that you be in a position where you are always on. It's like you are operating from a massive position. It's like you need to be assisted, you need to be supported. You are incapable. I believe that's a bad position to be in. And that's why even I as an individual I don't like really to have that experience that I'm the weaker person, I'm inferior, I'm unworthy. You know, that's not what I aspire to be. That's not my interest. That's I don't want to take advantage of some people. That's not what I want to chase after. But I want to put in the work. I want to work hard. I want to learn one or two ideas each and every day. And when my star is going to at least give up and just shine right on me, then I would appreciate. I can say the journey, the battle was worth it. So, but operating from that position of mercy that you need to be supported, you are a weaker being, you are incapable of doing something, that's not my test. That's not what I'm after. And I believe if that's what you expect, then you will be taken advantage of because you are not, you don't have the bargaining power. You are a lost creature. You you are supposed to be overworked maybe so that you can gain some of the benefits which you are after. But if you stand from a point of power where you are also expected to, you are a person of importance. You are not just there. You are not a person who doesn't benefit people in any way. Then you are in a good position to be really successful. So we have like 7 minutes to go. I thought this live stream should be within 1 hour. Um, I watch live streams which even go, not actual live streams, but podcasts which even go to 3 hours, up to 3 hours. So I'm kind of training myself to talk for fluent even more than 2 hours. So, but this since we have other activities which we also must do tomorrow because these social media platforms at the moment can't satisfy our needs. It's not really realistic to be satisfied with some of the benefits which are reaped from our social media platform. So at the moment, you need to do social media as a side hustle since it is not paying for individual like me. I'm not earning even a cent from there. I just share one or two things I learn each and every day. So it's okay. At the moment, it's okay to give because there'll reach a time maybe I'm going to take, not in a bad way, but in a good manner because this life is all about business. It's all about business. So for those individuals who have been on this live stream, I appreciate it so much. Your time is not taken for granted. Time is money. And I want to maximize the time I spend with you. And that's the most important thing. As long as we utilize the little amount of time which I have together with you, then I have a responsibility of appreciating that. And if you have not listened to this video, if you have not actually listened, if you have not shared this video, I request you to share. At the same time, you can comment below what are some of the improvements which you expect I as an individual to do next when I do a live stream. You need to comment those comments below so that I can go through those comments and have a first hand information of what adjustments I need to put in. And also for those who are Kenyans, this is almost 15, not 15, but 10 minutes to 10 minutes past 11. So you need to have an amazing sleep. I don't know if some individuals are even going to be awake even beyond this time. They're even going to be asleep maybe after midnight. So those who have been watching, I really appreciate. At the same time, just put in the work, whichever work you are passionate about. So long as you are enjoying it and you have a serious dream that someday maybe the job, someday, not maybe, but someday, that job, that work, that effort which you are putting in is going to reward you. Just continue persisting. Things which are amazing don't happen so easily. They have to take some time. So enjoy the ride, enjoy the process. You may come, you are going to tell in the future. You're going to tell in the future the hell you went through before you achieved your success. Because through social media nowadays, some people tend to think that everything is okay because someone may end up going on the picture and posting near a sports car, near Mercedes Benz, and those are the figures which we get even kind of what we get surprised because those can be afforded by a few individuals in the society. So once you realize that the struggle you're going through now is going to be paid in the future and maybe in the near future, not actually the future. Here's the reason why I'm saying in the near future because there was an argument which was being given that an individual, you are at 80 years old and now it's when you're buying a sports car, Ferrari, then well, is there any need that you're going to enjoy those products really? Are you going to enjoy a sports car? Are you going to enjoy a Ferrari? Are you going to enjoy a Tesla? You know, a Lamborghini. Those things you need to find them as early as possible, but not at that speed where you may end up doing some things which are immoral and illegal in order to acquire those luxurious products. No. Ensure that you have worked so hard that such that you acquire those luxuries as early as possible. Enjoy them at your younger age, at your youth. That's when you have fun. But when you are driving and you are at the age of 80, almost 85, maybe you started at 40, at 35 enjoying those products, and you are also enjoying at 85, then it's okay. But if you are going to enjoy those things at your old age, when you even can't go and start riding on at high speeds on mountains, then it could pray, it will serve no purpose actually. Maybe you would enjoy, but it will be of limited benefits, limited excitement. You know, I believe there is that excitement where you access your success in your younger stages and you can take your friends, enjoy yourselves, do some swimming at the beach, fly on some planes. That's an amazing life to enjoy when you're at your youth. But if you are going to reap those benefits when you are at an old age, I really don't think it's okay. It's not amazing. So, as I've said, I need to conclude this live stream now. We have gone for 1 hour. My name is Mosioma Augustine, and I need to repeat this. I appreciate you so much for taking your time to watch this live stream. And if you haven't subscribed, remember to subscribe, like the video, comment what do you expect on my next live stream. See you in my next episode.